No, not doing things. It was a decision by me and my team, my family, and it comes down to that.
Caleb, in Chicago, the fans are always divided about your quarterback.
Yeah.
Probably the most toxic time just trying to decide what is the best route. What would you say to the fans of Chicago about the player and person that they would be getting if you were to be drafted?
I'd say the player and person that they be getting, a person that cares for his teammates. Some of y'all may have seen, some of y'all may have not. I try to take care of all my guys, no matter if you've been fourth on the depth chart or you're the star player. So I care for my teammates, and then the other part is I'm a fierce competitor, as you may have seen after some games.
What appeals to you about the Bears? The possibilities where you might end up their picking first. What appeals to you about that situation?
I mean, the Bears was an 8-9 team last year, I believe, and 7-10. Sorry, and that's pretty good for a team that has the first pick. And they got a good defense. They got good players on offense, and it's pretty exciting. If you could go into a situation like that. Yep. Whole lot of dominant quarterback play? No, not at all. I don't compare myself to the other guys, that's there or been there. I think I'm my own player, and I tend to like to, create history and rewrite history. Yeah, this was one of the seasons that it's none like any other season I've had, to where I've been so close to being either neutral or close to having a losing record, and so it was tough for me. Like I said, I'm a competitor. I like to win, and so being that close to losing was difficult for me. But I had people in my corner to help me and figure out the energy and feeling that I was feeling. I think it's important going into situations, because there's nobody in the first part of the draft that would be early in the draft, and I expect myself to go high. To be a 12 and whatever team, or it's the teams are going to be at least from the year before. It's kind of going to be how I went into USC. Where they were 4-8 and things like that. So just preparing for those moments, and I think last year was a perfect example for me. Yeah, I learned either you grow from something like that, and Lincoln sat me down after maybe our loss to Utah, I believe, and he sat me down and he said either you grow from something like this, or you keep feeling this feeling, and you'll stay where you are. Over my what? My height? It's the first time I'm hearing about my height and size. I'm around Aaron Rodgers' size and maybe weight too. 215, 220, and 6'1", 6'2". So.
What went into the decision? You talked about you and your team decided you're not going to do some of the things here for the medical stuff. What went into the decision to not do that here?
Yeah, so for the medical stuff, I'll be doing the medical stuff, just not here in Indy. I'll be doing it at the team interviews. Not 32 teams can draft me. There's only one of me. And so the teams that I go to for my visit, those teams will have the medical, and that'll be it. I didn't feel the need to go out and throw. I played around 30-some games, I believe. Go ahead and go watch real live ball of me and see how I am as a competitor.
What inspired you to get into the game of football?
My dad put me in football when I was 4. My mom didn't let me play tackle football my first year. I thought I was going to love it. At 4 years old, I did, and the next year after that, I was a bit too aggressive for flag football, so my mom let me play tackle, and from there, fell in love even more. By the time I hit 11 or 12, I told my dad that this is what I wanted to do, and we put together a plan, and he's helped me every part of the way.
When you look at the personal relationships that will be important at the next level, when you talk to the Bears, what did you think of that interview with Ryan Poles when they?
Yeah, they were awesome. I spoke more about ball and things like that, just because the interviews are so short. So it was more about them getting to know me, getting to test my mental, what I know, the base things of what it takes to be a quarterback in the NFL.
Ryan, with any confidence that they're going to be able to develop you what you need to go make the jump from college?
10 minutes is difficult to figure out if they're going to be able to develop you. I enjoyed the meeting. It was a good meeting, but 10 minutes or so is pretty difficult.
Ryan Poles talks about being an artist or a surgeon as a quarterback.
Yeah.
How would you describe your quarterback play in that regard?
He does. You know, I've actually heard that about the artist or surgeon thing, and I like to think that when it's time to be surgical, you know, it's time to be surgical. You know, there's been many games where it gets late in the game, and I've ran or scrambled and you know, threw a crazy pass. That's been the artist, the magician. And then you know, there's been times where even, you know, when I hurt my hamstring and I couldn't run, I sat in the pocket the whole time, you know, the rest of the game and delivered the ball.
How important is it for you to fight to stay in the pocket?
It's important to be in the pocket. It's part of the game. It's also important to be out of the pocket, and just be, you know, just as good as you are in the pocket and out of pocket.
What are you looking to find out?
What am I? Sorry, repeat. Yeah, you know, it's like I've said before. It's familiar. It's hometown, as everybody knows, and you know, it'd be really cool to be back there and experience that. The meeting went really well, and you know, being around those, you know, everybody was in the room, so being around everybody, you know, just getting the taste of, you know, how they are, who they are, because like you said, everything's new there. Yeah, the Patriots were cool. It was the room wasn't as packed. They had just a few guys here. And you know, we talked mainly about ball. It was a good impression. They were asking me questions about my life, about ball, testing me and things like that. So all of the meetings were good, and they were all kind of in the same ballpark. Everybody, you know, they don't really get to see you and test your mental. So this quick 10, 20 minutes that they have, you know, that's what they're mainly doing, trying to get out of you.
How disappointed would you be if you were not drafted number one?
It's not a thought in my mind. Yeah, I don't think I'm not going to be number one. I think I put in all the hard work, all of the, you know, the time, effort, energy into you know, being that. So, you know, I don't think of a plan B. That's kind of how I do things in my life. I don't think of a plan B. Stay on plan A, and then when things don't work out, find a way to make plan A work.
Given that only one team can draft you, so do you plan on visiting every team that wants to see you, or just the ones that realistically have a shot at you?
I plan on visiting a good amount of teams. Don't exactly know what the plan is with that, just because I've met with teams that I didn't know that I was going to meet with when I got here. So, yeah.
Any event to the NFL Combine, what would it be? If you could add any event to the NFL Combine, what would it be?
Wow. I'd add a swimming contest. It's my second sport.
Do you think birds are real?
Birds, government related. Yeah.
Baby pigeon?
Who?
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
I've never seen a baby pigeon. Yeah. Yeah. Well, do I want to impress them or what? The main thing that I've, you know, if they ask me or if it comes up, the main thing that I've said, I want to go to a place that wants to win. A whole, you know, 360. So meaning from the top all the way to, you know, the guys, and down to the janitors, the people that, you know, that you know, make everything run. You know, it's just everybody wants to win. Everybody's a part of that, and you know, we all take care of each other.
Caleb, you went out of your way the other day to give an interview saying that you had the draft you won or the Washington draft. Why do you feel a need to say that? Where did the narrative that maybe you wouldn't come from?
Yeah, a lot of things are coming out right now. Y'all rarely see me speak ever. As y'all know, I don't really go out and speak much, but this was important to me that I wanted to put something out before I came here, especially with all the noise and things like that that's been brewing and things like that before I came here, and then now since I've been here, a bunch of stuff comes out. But just wanted to put something out so everybody knew exactly where it was coming from.
That you wouldn't even post on Instagram a picture that I think you were a kid wearing a t-shirt with a bear on it.
Yeah. No, it was not intentional. I didn't see the bear on the front, but you know, it was kind of funny when I saw the reports about it.
You've received a lot of criticism when you showed your emotion with your bear.
Yeah.
What would you say to the people that were taking shots at that and how that made you feel that period?
Yeah, there's not many people in the world that get to experience what I experience every game day, every practice day. You know, so it kind of goes back to, you know, it always kind of goes back to that for me. It's, you know, it's something that I only get to experience. It's something that I really care about, which is not only winning the game, but, you know, doing it with my teammates. And so every time we lose, I feel like I let my teammates down. Yeah. Yeah.
Chicago is an opportunity. Kids today still talk about Michael Jordan 20 years later. Do you look at Chicago as an opportunity to be that type of, you know, person from the NFL standard?
I'd say anywhere I go, that's my standard. That's what I play for, as y'all saw. I said, don't play for fame. I don't play for money. I don't play for jewels and things like that. It's just, you know, it's to go out there and win as many games as possible, be the best that I can. You know, my plan is if I can be my best and play as many games as possible at my best, I think I can reach certain points like that. I wouldn't say that I necessarily feel as I need a jump. I would say there's small things that you may need to correct or adapt to going into an NFL locker room where, you know, I'm 22 and people have kids and they're, you know, ranging on 35 and things like that. So I would say just adapting to the situation. I'm understanding what the team needs from me and going about it that way. Yeah, so the cool thing about, you know, my experience is that all 3 years have been, you know, a bit different. You know, this past year we went 7-5, and so my leadership needed to be different. The year before, I came into a situation where we were 4-8, so my leadership needed to be different. The year before, I came in as a backup, and then, you know, I jumped up and you know, became the starter. So my leadership throughout times have been different, and I think it's helped groom me for the situation that I'm going into now.
We got to find out about the Bears as you need to do that more extensively with pro day and a house office and things like that. What do you want to know about them?
Just, do you want to win? That's it.